Yo, what is going on, guys? Today in this video I'm going to be doing a little Sarachnis guide. One of my favorite bosses in Old School RuneScape when I'm trying to relax and stuff. Not really one you got to worry about too much. I have my inventory set up right here. A little bit of equipment set up before we head on off. I'm sitting in my house because of the corona. So, we got some time. I'm going to record some videos. Check this out, a little bit of Sarachnis guide. From what I do recommend, I would recommend bringing about 4 prayer potions, a divine combat potion, maybe a super combat, full inventory of sharks. When you look at the outfit, when you look at the equipment worn, I would recommend. Jeez, excuse me. My gosh, I got the corona. Just kidding now. But yeah, I got the Carol's top. We got Bando's tassets. Got the Purgation boots. These can all be switched out for something equivalent. You gotta watch out because this boss does use all 3 forms of combat. So you want to have a all-around balanced setup. Basically the same setup you'd probably bring to Bandos, something along the lines. And this boss is weak to crush. So bring yourself a Bandos Godsword for your spec weapon, and also any weapon for crush. Maybe like a Sarachnis Cudgel, Elder Maul, which is my personal favorite. So yeah, get an inventory looking like this. A skills necklace is the fastest way to go out there unless you don't have it in your house. I do have 65 construction. I don't have it in my house. So grab a skills necklace. Check this out. So, yeah. Full inventory of sharks and prayer potions. You got all this inventory set up, all this equipment set up. Rub your skills necklace. Head on out to the Woodcutting Guild. The Sarachnis is one of my favorite bosses because it's right in the middle. Like, the loot is pretty good. But, it's not that hard to kill. Some bosses you'll have to be on edge, like ready to go all the time, like I could get bopped out any moment. This boss is pretty, you don't really have to worry too much about it at a combat level of 318. Nothing too special about it with my stats in the 90s. It does get harder, obviously, as you get lower in combat. Say a combat level 100, when to take this on with some 70 stats, it's probably going to be pretty difficult. The one thing you do need to really make sure you're all fine and dandy on with this is going to definitely be prayer switches. For sure, you do have to switch between range and melee throughout the entire fight. If you don't switch, you can get hit as high as 35 for the range hit, and I believe 33 for the melee hit. So, and that also does stack with the smaller spiders. I would recommend turning off your run, maybe sipping on a stamina potion before we get out here. Maybe bring one with you if you want to use that extra inventory space, but don't run all the way there. You don't want to walk in there and have no run energy. You do have to have a sort of chop weapon like a god sword or something, because you do have to knock down these spider webs. Can't do that with the Elder Maul. So make sure you have something that can slice it. I don't care if you have a bronze dagger, this and or that, but we're going to go kill some Sarachnis. I'm going to come right through on over here. His lair lurks right around the corner on over here. As we pull up, the quick prayers you do want to start on when you walk in are going to definitely be protect from range and protect from melee. You're going to get the hang of this real quick. Sarachnis level 318. I do get about 10 trips per kill with inventory looking like this. I do like duos. You can get a lot more kills with duos. They are my personal favorite, not with solos. I still make great money on solos and duos, though. Either or, pot up, turn on your quick prayers, walk in there with the BGS or your preferred spec weapon, give him a big bop. You'll see every time he goes with Hiss, he does freeze you in place and then sends range attacks at you. What you need to do is every time you get close to him, protect from melee, as obvious, and whenever he hisses, switch that prayer right on up to range. You'll see those range hits coming at you. If you get hit with one of those, you're going to get hit with 30s pluses. Right here is the reason why we do wear the Carol's leather top, or equivalent, like a Ceridome and Blessed D-Hide, or any of the Blessed D-Hides, maybe a Black D-Hide if you're going on a budget. But they do hit with mage. If you're in here with full Bandos, full Justiceer, any of that, you will get hit very hard if you have very low mage defense when it comes to killing this boss. You need to have all-around outfit that can protect you from range, mage, and melee. But you still will get hit hard if you don't have those prayer switches. This boss is basically prayer switches. As you can see, this fight, pretty good. I haven't gotten hit big time once. Usually I don't like to eat during the fights. I like to just go really fast, because every time you do have to eat a piece of food, it does take that extra little tick out of there, and it can cause a hiss and walk away, this and that. But the drops are very good for this boss. I don't really get very much during this video, but like, I probably get the worst drops I possibly can get. Most of the drops are 50k. Some of them range up to 100k. I've gotten like 200k drops before. And the Sarachnis also does drop the Sarachnis cudgel, which is a couple mil. The jar of eyes, no, jar of something, jar of, I don't know, jar of something. Pretty sure it's eyes. But yeah, it also drops keys. Check that out. Grubby keys right down in the hallway over there is where you would turn those into the grubby chest, similar to like a brimstone chest. If you ever do that. It's just all around, like, there's money to be made here. I can tell you that for sure. This is the second rarest pet in the game as well. If you really think about it, you don't really see Sarachnis pets at all. I don't think I've actually personally seen one in the game. A lot of Venenatus, which looks similar, but it's not Sarachnis. But yeah, Elder Maul is my personal favorite here for sure. You can rack up 50s and 60s with high level stats. It is weak to crush. Don't waste your time with anything else other than a crush weapon here. You really are going to be wasting a lot of your time, and you're not going to be hitting hard at all without a crush weapon. Definitely don't do that. It's yeah, pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be getting some kills right here. Just going to hope you get the absolute feel for it and you're ready to go. The boss does drop egg potatoes as well that are quite a good piece of food, if you ask me. So sometimes you do have the RNG, which just keeps you here forever with food rise. That's why I try to usually bring extra prayer potions, usually 5. Potion share is crucial when you're doing this with a duo. It really saves all those inventory spots. You have one prayer person and the other person is loaded up with that food. But yeah, we're gonna be making that money today. Dropping the hammer down on this guy. Here we are. Hisses on you, freezes you in place. Make sure you get that range. I'm not kidding you. Like, I've gotten pretty lucky in this video. I feel like there have been 2 or 3 hits that have been off prayer, or the wrong prayer I have been praying. Don't take it for granted, like, this boss is not easy. I might have eaten a few pieces of food. But you look away for a second or you pray the wrong prayer, it can get bad very, very, very fast. You have the potential of getting comboed for a 60 if you get hit with max hits from the boss and the other 2 spiders that are lurking inside of the lair. So be careful with that. I like to keep my hit points quite high. Sometimes they do get a little bit low. I do get a little bit risky. I have died here one time. But it's just a quick walk back to come back here and grab all your stuff. Plan on getting as many kills as I can in this inventory real quick. Give you a little bit of a PC. And we can see what's going on from there. If you wish to see more of these videos about killing bosses or any of the RuneScape videos, just give it a like, subscribe by chance. Maybe throw a comment down there. That'd be fantastic. In the meantime, I'm just going to be working this boss. I severely want the pet. I severely want the cudgel. I haven't gotten any good drops here in the 200-ish kills that I've gotten. And my buddy also went here. When I went here with him, he got like 400 kills. So, us combined, we do have nothing. So, would you look at that? But, still putting the work in on this guy. Bring it right back in. Give me a good drop. Cosmic runes. You'll notice the rune drops are quite high. A lot of things quite high. I'm going to go get a little dance right on outside. I'm going to get the rest of the kills. Get you a little bit of, I didn't even see that guy say that because I just walked right back on in. But we finished off that trip. We got another egg potato. And comes out to be about 7 kills, it looks like, that trip. But as you see, one drops 18k, one's 37, one's 14k, one's 18k, and one's 25k. Usually, you get a little bit better drops. You can get onyx bolt tips and all that stuff. Sometimes you get a giant egg sack that is worth about 100k on top of another drop. So, pretty poor drops this time around, but hope you enjoyed this video and hope you learned a lot about Sarachnis, one of my favorite bosses in the game of Old School RuneScape currently. And it's also a great moneymaker for a lot of levels. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment down there. This is your boy, and I'm out.